Previously on Grade Ace Attorney Resolve. How dare you? I refuse to believe that of my brother. Too much time has passed. We cannot ever hope to know more than we do now, especially since the alleged will that he penned in his final moments appears to have been lost forever, and it would seem that the defense has no more evidence to present. Go to black screen so somebody can object 5 seconds later. I hereby order all discourse from these proceedings to be struck from the record. Really? Okay, we got this, no problem. Timothy Bishop here, and oh man, I can't believe that cliffhanger last time. Good lord, man. So, as always, you know, it happens like 10 times in every case, but here we are again, seemingly at a standstill. But now we have to present, like, this decisive evidence that's just gonna blow everything out of the water, just like it did the last 10 times we did it. Why did I say 10 both times? I don't know. But anyway, I've had a few days to think about this. And I think, basically, because of the last thing that we discovered, which was, where was it? The Asogi Papers, right? So we just got the 3rd page of it, and it had this poem on it that says, Mighty Karuma, twist thy head and watch them fall, all thy mortal foes. It's a haiku. I think that might be telling us what we need to do here, which is, Karuma's actually the evidence. But what am I gonna do? Just draw the sword and cut Strongheart's head off? I mean, maybe? Have we even examined this? I don't think we have. Karuma, the Great Blade. It's such a thing of beauty. I want to gaze on it for hours. Because all this time, my hip's been gazing on it. Oh. Hi there. Anything inside? Oh my gosh, what if, like, something's hidden inside with the sword? Mighty Karuma, twist thy head and watch them fall, all thy mortal foes. That's the proper way to use the sword, is it? Maybe I should try it, like with my left hand or my right hand. It hurts my neck, that's the trouble. Mr. Naruhodo, if I might make a suggestion, I think perhaps it doesn't mean your head. Oh, jeez. She just never stops with the zingers, let me tell you. All the way from the beginning to the end. And as I'm sure you're probably aware, the sword's head is the part at the very end of the hilt. Trust me, I know about the head, man. Why am I... No, I'm not talking about this with you. It's written as head in Japanese, but it's pronounced as Kashira, I believe. Kashira? Shakira! So Mr. Asogi's words really mean twist the butt of the hilt. I know a thing about the butt, too. You don't think. Oh, is this gonna be where... This is gonna be where Clint's, will is, isn't it? Because we never found that, did we? A tightly wound sheet of parchment. Oh, how much do you want to bet? Dear Jenny. Scarlet ink. Oh, no. And you can see it starts with a K, the signature, even if you can't read any of the rest of it. Let me see if I can read that. Jenny, you never unbelievable number linen rune beast to RU. Never inform my bran muse green permissive. I'm not going to read the rest of that notes. I penned this my last will and testament in the final moments before my inevitable and willing death. This is it, isn't it? So this is the one that got written in the wait, in the jail? No. Oh well, no, in the prosecutor's office before he went to jail. Mr. Naruhodo, look at the signature at the end. Clint Van Zeeks. And the date 10 years ago on that fateful night. So for 10 years, it's been silently concealed inside Karuma, and nobody knew. The last will and testament of Lord Clint Van Z... Oh, man. Boy. It's like, you don't think of the sword as a weapon in court, because you can't just go around using a sword in court. But it turns out, the whole time, it really was a weapon. Clint Van Zeeks' will. Oh, man. The last will and testament of Lord Clint Van Zeeks has been hidden inside the great sword Karuma for years. A trump card left behind by Genshin Asogi. So that's what we need, then. That's what it is. Can I examine? Oh, I totally can't. I can't even look at it. Or look at people. Oh, well. Yeah, let's do it. I got what I need, mister. Wait, my lord. Don't stop. I'm about to defeat you like Smash Mouth. As it happens, the defense does have evidence to present. No, you don't. Don't be absurd. There was nothing of relevance for... Oh my god, his head is not lining up with his collar right now. It's like sticking off to the side. Objection! Like he just got slapped or something. It's high time that you realize something, my lord. It's high time you open your eyes and realize this gentleman has an uncanny habit of producing evidence at the final hour that had escaped everyone else's attention. He's done it to me several times. What is it, Renosuke? What do you have? Please tell me you have something. Please don't let it be something stupid. I dare say, it ain't nothing stupid. The final decisive piece of evidence that will reveal the whole truth about this rotten tale. How can you? Decisive? Like, wouldn't he know of all people, though? Maybe he didn't know, but... So, well, it would appear there's no escaping it now, my lord. You're going down, son. Or dad. Let it be so, then. Present whatever you think you have that could possibly settle this decade-old enigma if you're capable. I welcome you to try. What exactly is this evidence that the defense claims to be so decisive? 3, 2, 1, go.
Take that!
There is a single piece of evidence that can clarify what really happened 10 years ago. The last will and testament of Lord Clint Van Zieks. Ha! A wonderfully astute observation, I'm sure. But anybody can buy a red pen at the store. But in case it had escaped your notice, that document was lost long ago. That's right, it was. Only wait. I have it right here, because I have the other ace, discovered just moments ago. Uh-oh. Impossible, that can't be! Everything that's happened comes back to this will. This document is the key that will unlock the entire mystery. Oh man, that face! Oh! How much higher can my O's possibly go? You know? Like the stone-toed Chozo ghost, you know? My brother's last will and testament. Where did you find that? Right here, baby. Oh boy, you don't get to see him do this very often. It was rolled up inside this. Just snug as a bug in a sword. Inside Kanama. That ultimate weapon Genjin Asogi obtained has lain undisturbed. Very nice grammar, it is has lain undisturbed in the hilt of this sword all these years. Just waiting for the right time to emerge and reveal the truth. I mean, it's a good thing we just happened to find the rest of the other will, you know, so that this could happen. The signature and seal certainly look official. Oh my god, please let me read it. Please let me see what he said to me. If he said anything at all. It's my brother's handwriting. There can be no mistake. Oh god, is this gonna be the thing where he finally just breaks down and cries? No, I'm just kidding. I forbid the contents of that document from being read out. Do you hear me? I strictly forbid it. No, you don't. You can't do that, my lord. This document could explain everything. That document could literally destroy the meaning of justice in this country. I demand that you hand it to me, at once! Why? What are you trying to hide? Huh? I said, what are you trying to hide? Could it be that you already know what's written on this page? Oh! What are you implying? Court is adjourned with immediate effect. Clear the courtroom.
Objection.
Holy crap. You go nowhere. Do that, my lord. And you'll suffer a fatal blow as Lord Chief Justice. I beg your pardon. Forcibly ending a trial without a good reason. And not any trial, a closed trial by order of Her Majesty the Queen. God rest her soul. To defy the monarch's will is treason. It's treason, then. I saw the funniest... Oh, I think I retweeted it, actually. Like, future self, maybe you can put it up in the video. I know you only got like 12 hours to edit this, but... And 8 of that's gonna be sleeping. Well, actually, no, more like 18 hours, but whatever. It's exactly as the young Japanese man said. Read it out, now! We have a right to hear what's in that will. A right and a duty! Well, my lord. It would rather appear as though proceedings aren't going to go quite as you'd hoped. So happy. You fools. No, you fool! Go ahead, Renosuke, read it. Read it, Donatello. The prosecution gives its full support. Like, we are not even against each other. We haven't been ever. Just ever. No. For God's sake. No! Jeez. That was Damon Gant. I penned this, my last will and testament, in the final moments before my inevitable and willing death. The hour is 11 p.m. Oh my god. I'm literally recording this at 10:53 p.m. This is perfect. And I sit at my writing desk in my office. My good friend Asogi stands at my shoulder. Huh. He has expressed his intent to invoke the dying ritual of the duel, that I may depart this world with honor. An honor of which I'm utterly undeserving. The Japanese are truly a merciful people. Oh my gosh. Oh, you cannot use this for a thumbnail, that's for damn sure. Jeez. I, Clint Van Zieks, Lord of the Manor of the Van Zieks Estate, hereby confess to the following. I am the killer who has come to be known in society as the Professor, guilty of 4 counts of murder. I will not here discourse the corruption... Wait a minute, what? I will not here discourse the corruption rife among the aristocracy, which is to me as one of them so apparent. However, 6 months ago, I took the life of a member of the House of Lords at the heart of the depravity. In the year of the Lords... So, there's no way anyone knows that song. A demon who habitually sacrificed the common man to further his own interest, abusing his position of power. The law is impotent against such vile avarice. Only a fellow demon can rid society of this menace. This phantom menace. That demon was my quarry, upon whom I willingly set my great hound. We could use that for our thumbnail, maybe. But though I am a hunter of some experience, I am a poor felon, it seems. My guilt was at once recognized by another, and I became subject to his extortion. He held over me the threat of exposing my wicked crime to my beloved wife and brother. Under that threat, I have done this man's bidding for months now, killing those he demanded I kill. As I watched my former mentor perish before my eyes at the jaws of the hound I commanded, I realized that I had lost the last shred of decency within me, and sunk to the level of a wild beast. There is no path back to the light, be it I or my dear friend Asogi who dies this night. I am eternally damned. To my extortioner, male Strongheart, may you feel the jaws of the beast at your throat every time you swallow. Oh boy! What did I say about the writing in this game? God damn, dude! He's smiling! He's a maniac! So now we know. Yes, Clint Van Zieks was a murderer. But somebody was directing him and naming his victims, his extortioner, Lord Male Strongheart. It was you! What a concept! Why you smiling like that all now? Because you know we got you on the ropes. Lord, the Strongheart a moment ago you claimed that what the courts just heard could destroy justice in this country, but you weren't trying to protect justice at all, were you? All you were trying to do was, I can't put words in here because there's none, was conceal the secret of your true nature and the countless lives you sacrificed up until now. Hey now! The song is over, Your Honor, please. It just didn't make sense to me. That the third victim, the former Lord Chief Justice, was my brother's benefactor and a man of lofty principles. As I said, Clint had no possible reason to kill the man. You know, the other thing I was thinking, like, in between videos is now we know why they couldn't publish Hound of the Baskervilles. Because all this would have come out. The Iris didn't know that, but Holmes sure as hell did. But you did, didn't you, Lord Strongheart? Like, he wanted the job, so there you go. To eliminate the man who stood between you and the office you'd set your sights on. I mean, I guess I should have figured that out right from the get-go, though. When they said one of them was a former Chief Justice, like, there you go, there's your motive. So you used your own hunting dog, Lord Clint Van Zieks, to take him down. Wow, man. It had to be done. I'm sorry, you know? He was getting old, you know? We can't have boomers running this shit. London's unsavory shadows are deep. I know I'm 53, but I'm not. Never mind. London's unsavory shadows are deep, and the arm of the law fails to reach their depths. Crime must be cut off at the roots. But the Lord Chief Justice at the time couldn't see that. He was weak. Lofty principles, you say? Tantamount to cowardice, if you ask me. Jeez. Which is why I took his place, in order to fight the crime he was allowing to spread like wildfire. By murdering the man, the Reaper, the Professor, the Toilet.
The Toilet.
The name makes no difference. As I've explained countless times already, it was all done for the furtherance of law and order in London.
Objection.
Man. Are you going to legitimize the murder of my father now, too? Oh, Genshin Asogi. Well, that was unfortunate. I had fully intended to send him back to Japan, as we'd agreed. I don't believe you! It was you, wasn't it? You killed him? Huh. Why would I do that? No, it wasn't me who took your father's life at all. Then who? On the night following his mock execution, I went to Logate Cemetery at 3 in the morning with Jigoku. Oh no. Oh no. There had to be a collaborator on the Japanese side to manage Asogi's treatment after his repatriation. Jigoku had fierce ambition. It made him easy to manipulate. 10 years ago, after he'd stood trial for the destruction of the witness stand, I had words with him. I was like, you're just the kind of guy I need. When I told him the position of Minister of Foreign Affairs could be his, he couldn't agree fast enough. Ha ha ha. Seishiro, you fool. As you know, Asogi escaped the prison in a closed casket and was subsequently interred. We intended to dig him out of his grave before he ran out of air. But sadly, all did not go to plan. Hello, Enoch Drebber, long time no see, buddy. There was an unexpected visitor to the cemetery with his own ideas about digging up graves. A man who witnessed what nobody was supposed to see. Man, it's a good thing he was there then. Jeez. Enoch Drebber. Of course, I knew grave robbers frequented London cemeteries. But that grave on that particular night? Damn, dude. Blast. If people find out the convict wasn't really executed, the scandal will rock the very foundations of the Empire. Then what do we do? Shoot him, Mr. Jigoku. Shoot Asogi at once. He can't live now that this has happened. He has to go. Kinda surprised you didn't say shoot Enoch Drebber or actually shoot the witness. Like, if they were gonna bring him out, surely then maybe they were thinking of recruiting him back or using him for something else. I don't know. You promised him we could return to Japan. That he could return to Japan, I mean. Everything has changed now. If the truth got out because of this, both of us would be finished. Forever. Come on, Jigoku, do it. Pull the trigger. You won't. Dang, that was a realistic gunshot. Man. Jigoku shot Asogi from the shadows. The grave robber was so close, the blood sprayed over his coat. Yep. So there were not 4 people out there, there were 5! 5! He fled as fast as his legs would carry him. Then Jigoku and I put Asogi's body back in the grave from which he just emerged. He was that close, man. When I later learned of the waxwork modeler's presence at the scene as well, I made her swear to 2 things. Never to remove the professor's mask, and never to speak of the events of that night. And with that, the secret was buried along with Asogi's corpse. So now you know what really happened in Logate Cemetery that night. Good lord. Man, oh man. So there it is. There it is, y'all. Why am I getting flashbacks of Dumb and Dumberer? I don't know anymore. It was Jigoku, your Japanese acquaintance, who killed Asogi in the end, you see. He claimed to be the man's friend, but when push came to shove, he pulled the trigger. Yeah, because you were screaming at him too. He should have shot you. That's what I wish he would have done. No, I'm just kidding. Just before Mr. Jigoku left the courtroom earlier, he said that the assassin exchange proposal was a demand from his British counterpart, not a request. So you coerced him too, using what happened in the graveyard? By that time, Jigoku was the Minister of Foreign Affairs negotiating international treaties with Britain. That's a lot of big words. You can imagine what would have happened if it came to light he had murdered a compatriot 10 years earlier. He would have lost everything. I merely reminded him of that. How do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? I'm taking this. These past 10 years I've fought tirelessly with the darker recesses of London's criminal underworld, and I've used whatever means necessary to ensure that justice prevails and law and order remain spread. That couldn't be further from the truth. The fact is, you haven't fought crime at all. How dare you? I saved Clint Van Zieks from dishonor in his death. Ugh. Whilst behind the scenes, you systematically buried anyone who stood in your way. And then, you made my father take the blame. It was unavoidable! It was the only way to protect our justice system and public order and law and order and all that shit! I'm never gonna get that song out of my head if you don't stop. Let's not forget the others you had killed as well. Let's see, where do I even begin? Setting the defendant up as the Reaper to cover up the truth behind the murders of countless more. That's enough! Do you have any idea of the conniving that led to the acquittals of those wretched criminals? I'm telling you right now, man, we have to fight fire with fire. Our courts can't function without a Reaper. Can't you see all I've done for this country? This has been my struggle. Objection. My struggle bug. You've done nothing. It's Lord Van Zieks here who worked tirelessly and justly in court whilst enduring the disgrace of the Reaper name. Wow, he's defending Van Zieks now. Oh my god, how far we've come. How far we've come, y'all. And Inspector Gregson, fraught with anguish for having sullied his hands through a desire to do the right thing. Not to mention Genshin Asogi, who risked his life going in pursuit of the truth you tried to hide. No, the darker recesses of London's underworld were largely filled by your fat ass. I ain't fat. You see these pecs? Let me tell you something. It took years to build this up. You little... When will you get it through your thick skulls? Your thick dick skulls. I used to say that, thick dick skull. That was all for Queen and Country. I'm tiring of that excuse. Yeah, so am I, to be frank. You've consistently twisted the truth for bargaining power, to make others do your bidding, nothing more. His hair is like getting all kinds of crazy right now. Or maybe it was always like that, but jeez, it's really pointy. It looks like Count Dooku, you know, in the Clone Wars. People who willingly twist the truth and coerce others have no right to call themselves part of the judiciary. God damn, dude. I strongly suggest you don't ever talk of justice again. Okay. He is definitely Damon Ganting it up, let me tell you. The only thing missing is for him to start clapping. I swear to God, if he starts clapping, like... What? Freeze frame. No, the fire's still burning. No! No, no, no! Oh my god, he's actually doing it! Oh, well, dear me, my good fellows. Dear me! That's sound. A well-deserved round of applause, I think, for quite a marvelous performance. Holy crap. I can't believe he's doing this. Those delightfully great expressions, that beautifully pronounced Queen's English. Really, our friends from the Far East are quite the picture of industriousness. How much faster can I do this? You fraud, keep your mockery. Please don't misunderstand. It really is exactly as you both said. What are you trying to say? I have occupied the darker recesses of London's underworld, and how did you put it? Done nothing? I confess, it's a little embarrassing to have it pointed out. Quite abstractly. What are you yawning for? He was just clapping, man. This is exciting. Jeez, and you're yawning? Really? I really have done nothing, which means I can be indicted for nothing. Is he like twitching? Wait, he twitched a little bit there, I think. I'm just watching for him to do it again. He's not doing it. Is he gonna do it? No. Maybe he only does it once, like right after. Maybe I can be indicted for nothing. No. It's true. Personally, I have committed no crime. I've merely been surrounded by fools who've acted very rashly indeed. Yeah, but... you can't get away with that. He can't keep getting away with this. You've consistently preyed on people's weaknesses. And what? Threaten them? Are you sure it wasn't just bargaining? This is not the 3 stages of grief. Get out of here. I would like to address all the good lords, ladies and gentlemen of the judiciary here present. Let me stand for this. You all know these darker recesses in our great capital, and deep down, I believe you also know that to fight those who dwell there requires at least some of us to occupy the darkness ourselves. He's going hard. So let me appeal to your good sense now. Consider the situation with me. If this catalog of horrifying revelations were to become common knowledge among the 6 million inhabitants of London, what might happen? It's the same point he's been making all along, though, really. To learn that the infamous murderer of royals and nobles was a respected member of the aristocracy himself. That evidence was fabricated in the scapegoat's trial amid secret negotiations with prosecutors to effect a jailbreak. That the Reaper of the Bailey was an organized group of assassins managed by a Scotland Yard inspector. He's got it all set up. And finally, that it was all masterminded by the Lord Chief Justice himself. If the general public of Britain knew the truth, all faith in the police and prosecutor's office would be completely lost, without a doubt. God, that speech he made just now, like, he had it all... I mean, it's like... I can almost see him making that speech to himself in the mirror every single morning, just in case, you know, just in case something happened. He would have that ready, that card ready to play. But he saved it for a really long time, though. Public order in the capital would completely break down. We'd be cast back into the lawless days of the last century. Precisely. As it was 100 years ago, when 1 in 10 of the population were criminals. 1 in 10! Think what we've accomplished since then. A public policing force, a comprehensive set of laws, and a constitution! Oh wait, that was America, never mind. And if we want to continue to protect this new era of law and order, I say again, we must at times occupy the darkness ourselves. We have successfully identified and apprehended the man responsible for taking Inspector Gregson's life. That is all that was expected of this trial. All these other matters that have been discussed will be swept swiftly under the rug from the minutes of these proceedings, in the interest of preserving law and order. And to protect Her Majesty the Queen, of course. Well, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, what say you? Oh my god. Oh. It's like I'm kind of not surprised, though. You can't deny the threat of the Reaper over the years has done wonders for the crime rate. And by fair means or foul, that's all thanks to Lord Strongheart. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. What is it? How many more voice clips did they record for this? Are you hearing this? Yeah. You could use a Guinness right about now. For your rousing response, friends, I express my heartfelt gratitude. Ah, it's good to not have that chest pain. Therefore, in accordance with the overwhelming wishes of the court, the records shall be erased. You have to respect the man's ability to turn a situation to his favor. I mean, you kind of do, I guess. That's not, like, not just anybody can do that. Lord Strongheart really is a master of manipulation. You've conclusively proven his guilt. Yet still he manages to evade justice. I just don't know what we can do. Renosuke. It looks like the trial really is going to come to an end now. Almost out of options, I think. There's really only one path left open to me. The bunny? Use evidence? I think it's the bunny, it has to be. Because they gave it to us again, and if ever there were a time we need to use it, it's now. We can't use the sword anymore, that thing's... well, we've blown through that option. Yes, as I know only too well. The only thing that carries any weight in court is hard evidence. Well, I don't know if the bunny is hard, but Mr. Naruhodo, bunnies don't get hard. What evidence did he get prickly? Actually, I don't know. What evidence is there to use at this stage in the trial? I have an idea. I don't know. I mean, it's not evidence, really, as far as the trial is concerned. Well, if you didn't know what to do yet, the music sure as hell's telling you.
Take that!
Take that! This is a bunny! Dear God, there's more. No! We've exposed all of Lord Strongheart's wrongdoing now. I've no doubt that Mr. Holmes had already deduced exactly how the truth would unfurl. And then he hurled. So I think it must be time for the great detective to take center stage, don't you? Yes, absolutely. Let's take the hair by the ears then, and heave! Alright, here goes. Yep. Mighty fellows, must I remind you every time, a gentle tug will suffice. Mr. Holmes, you're looking in quite the wrong direction, Mr. Naruhodo. Because I'm over here. What? He didn't invent a teleporter, did he? Oh, it's like a... it's like a... oh god, what do you call those? The hologram projector. What, though? There's no way they had those back then. I wouldn't put it past him, though, to make one. I wasn't expecting you back, Holmes. Ah, well, hello, everybody. Delighted to be here again. If you have snipers with their guns trained on me, well, tell them to just back down, because it won't do any good. Delighted to be here again, Lord Strongheart. What? What is the meaning of this? How are you doing that? Bailiff, seize him! Put that man in irons! Oh, this I gotta see. This is a close court. We've been warned once already, man. Oh my god, this is great! We can't get a hold of him, my lord! Dude, what's going on? We just go right through him. Oh my god, this is hilarious. This is the best thing I've ever seen. I'm afraid your efforts are wasted. You see, the great detective you see before you is composed entirely of light and shadow. An image, if you will. Oh man, oh, he's over here with us now. Mr. Naruhodo, I must congratulate you on your fine deductions. Mr. Holmes, what on earth is... Are you familiar, I wonder, with the invention known as the telephone? Well, yeah, I hear that some public telephones have been installed recently in Tokyo. The sound of the speaker's voice is converted to an electrical signal and transmitted instantly to another place. That really is, like, so cool that we can do that. Because if you, like, I don't understand why that works. It just does, man. Quite. Sounds are transmitted. So could not images keep them company, I mused. Iris and I need some modest experimentation to develop such a device specifically for this very day. Modest experimentation, Mr. Holmes? What a modest description! You're telling me. And somewhat incidentally, I thought we might just as well transmit an entire scene. Do you know cats? Somewhat incidentally, Mr. Holmes, now you're just being immodest. Do you mean to say you're not actually here, Holmes? Of course not. I knew my trusty partner would have no trouble grasping the concept. Except he's grasping the stand to steady himself after your shock arrival. Poor father. I would have hoped he might have been forewarned, being the great detective's great partner. Leave my courtroom at once! Get out, or I swear to you! Dear me. You, on the other hand, Lord Strongheart, appear to have a very poor grasp of the situation. Allow me to reiterate, I am not here. Which would, I hope, lead naturally to one asking, where am I? Where is he? Is he in the bathroom? The very question I was awaiting. I am in the bathroom! I am at present enjoying the air in a rather splendid garden. A garden? Busch Gardens! Not just any garden, you understand. A garden at Buckingham Palace. Oh, no way. You can't be! Buckingham Palace? Is he like with the Queen? What's Buckingham Palace, Miss Susanoo? I've never heard of it. It's where the Queen lives, dude. Do you ever read the news, Mr. Naruhodo? Mr. Holmes? Is Iris with you there? Well now, yeah, time getting her through security. Iris is currently enjoying some tea. What else is new? With Her Majesty. Oh my god, dude. Not just any Her Majesty, you understand. Her Majesty the Queen of the British Empire. Oh, this hits different now. Jeez, how many Let's Plays of this game have there been since that happened? Please don't tell me I'm the first. What on earth is all this about? Buckingham Palace is Her Majesty the Queen's residence in London, Mr. Naruhodo. Good lord. Order in the court! I demand immediate silence! You cannot do this! Has she been, like, listening in all this time or something? Her Majesty the Queen, you can't be. I mean, no. This is some sort of unforgivably distasteful trickery by a third-rate detective, that's all! I have to go. I have to leave. Unforgivably distasteful trickery. What an apt description. A closed court session attended by elite members of the judiciary is a rare event. I presume that Her Majesty would be more than a little curious about the proceedings. I am shaking my fist here! So I decided to show her everything from start to finish. Oh. I mean, is there any possibility she might agree with him, though? I don't know. Because it's not like he didn't have sort of a point there about, like, maintaining law and order. I'm not saying what he did was okay. No, not hell no. Couldn't decide whether to say no or hell no. So I said no. But I did to the Herlock Sholmes remote cinematograph. Cinematograph? What is that? This is some kind of nightmare. Dear God. Just as I appear to be standing before you, regaling you with talk of my latest invention. Can we see the Queen? That would be so cool. No doubt you've inferred that the reverse is also true. You don't mean. Her Majesty has seen and heard every moment of the proceedings. I assume there would be no objection. After all, every trial in this country is conducted under the auspices of Her Majesty, as you know. That's true. They always say that. I'll confess I'm quite impatient to hear Her Majesty's opinion about the unforgivably distasteful trickery in which you've been engaged over the past 10 years. No! No! I was merely... No! It wasn't like that. I'm telling you. I'm so sorry to keep y'all waiting. Vicky and I had so much... Oh, no! Oh, God. Oh, this really does hit hard. Oh, man. Oh, no. Jeez, man. Oh, my gosh. That wasn't even a year ago that happened, too. In fact, I have a little message here from Her Majesty. A message? Well, then, if everyone is sitting comfortably, forthwith and with immediate effect, all authority previously afforded to male Strongheart is hereby revoked forevermore. Now you get to go home and play Secret of Evermore. And good luck finding those ingredients, because boy... Furthermore, he will be prosecuted for crimes against his country in a public trial by jury in the coming days. So, it seems Her Majesty doesn't believe we need to fight fire with fire. She suggests using water, probably. Justice in this country needn't be administered from the shadows at all. So true. Male Strongheart, my throat is so dead. The darkness you fostered to conceal your despicable actions these last 10 years is a thing of the past now. After today, your brand of law and order has no future. No wonder that TV show got cancelled. Because no longer are you the Lord Chief Justice. Now it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. In the eyes of the law and of Her Majesty the Queen, you are nothing but a criminal. You should have just stopped at you were nothing. There's nothing he can do. There's literally nothing he can do. Like, he doesn't have more authority than her. It's shit, dude. Oh my god, Vicky. Holy frick, dude. Oh no. What? Wait, it was already... How? I guess all 12 members of the jury voted against him this time. Oh my god. Oh, that is so cool. Wait, what? Or was it actually gonna fall? Oh, no, no, no! But yes! Oh, you better turn around. Something's happening. Something's happening! Oh! Maybe I can do a second take of that scream. Nah, it's okay. We'll just do that one. Whatever. I don't know. Oh, you're pitch black and covered in soot. Lord Clint Van Zeek's left a will in which he confessed to everything. When those words came out of Asogi's mouth, it deranged me completely. I knew I must do anything and everything in my power to contain the situation. but I couldn't find the damn document. I searched his cell, but it wasn't there. So where the heck is it, Mississippi? Which precipitated the jailbreak plot, I presume. What do you mean? The need to obtain that will was all-consuming. I was sure that if I facilitated Asogi's escape, he would emerge with the will somewhere on his person. But despite searching his limp body in the cemetery that night, it still eluded me. So yeah, he planned to kill him from the beginning then. Just to get that freaking will. It never even crossed my mind that it was concealed in the sword's hilt. Well, you need to read more manga or something, because that happens all the time. In fact, I think it happened in a different Phoenix Wright case, didn't it? Like in the case 3-5, I think it was? I don't know. One of those cases. It might have been an Apollo Justice case. You know, I have a lot of nostalgia for Apollo Justice these days. I think it's pretty good. I know a lot of people say it's not that great. I don't know, I like it. I keep telling myself I want to, like, recreate Vera Mishram's drawings in my notebook, and then one day at a Throne Controllers panel just not say anything, and just show those faces over and over again. What pains me now is that my brother left this world without a word to me. I'm so sorry, Lord Van Zeeks. In point of fact, I mean, is there anything else in the will? Did we read it all? I think perhaps that isn't the case. Sorry. How can that be? There is more. To his last will and testament. Yes, yes, yes. Please, dear God. Oh my God, break him. No, Dawn, you don't have to do that. This is not a Twitch stream, after all. As I confront the prospect of my demise, I feel bitter regret for my younger brother. Barack, you have always looked up to me, and now you follow in my footsteps to become a prosecutor. It is my fervent wish that my unspeakable deeds should not hinder your advancement. I ask not for understanding, for none could understand my depravity. I ask only for forgiveness. Will he give it to him, though? Asogi is a fine detective and a hunter worthy of respect. He has agreed to honor my final two wishes. The first is that this document survives. The second, I cannot commit to paper. I've confessed my sins to my wife. May she find resolution in my death. With my eternal gratitude to my Japanese friend, I rest my quill. I rest my case, too. Clint Van Zeeks. Just like that. Ah. Clint. I forgive you. If he won't say it, I will. Male Strongheart, do you love long silences? You colluded with Seishiro Jigoku in a criminal plot so immense it spanned the oceans. And you cold-heartedly murdered all those who knew the truth about what happened 10 years ago. Except for Enoch and that chick. That wax chick, but whatever. But why did you say about that now, a whole decade later? Well, it's because, like... because I found out. Or, well, because, like... to ascend to the very peak. These last 10 years made me realize being the Lord Chief Justice wasn't enough. Short of becoming Her Majesty's Attorney General, I could have no real power to effect the changes needed in this country. And for that promotion, I needed to ensure no remnants of the past remained. Can't very well become the Attorney General if you got cancelled halfway there. I like everything to run smoothly, in the exact manner that I prescribe. Like a well-oiled machine. And I was just a step away. And for your ambition to succeed, did you even bother to count the number of brilliant people you had killed? I don't care. He probably doesn't. Oh, Mr. Reaper, are you not forgetting something? Such as... you very much adopted your usual prosecutor-like demeanor in the proceedings now. I mean, I think that was 4 kicks I counted. But the reality of the situation is that you are the defendant in this trial. Oh, However, the presiding judge would appear to have fallen from the bench, as it were. Yeah, like who's gonna pronounce... Oh, hey! Oh my gosh, hey, what's up, Cottonbeard? Man, didn't think we'd see you again, hoser. I mean, what? I mean, I guess, you know, if any... I mean, I guess Britain basically is the other Canada, so whatever. May I suggest, therefore, that we entrust the final adjudication to an old friend? My lord. Hey guys, miss me? As a member of the judiciary, I have been following the proceedings from the gallery. I am so disappointed, let me tell you. I must say, I shan't ever forget the extraordinary battle between good and evil that I witnessed here today. How many more judges can talk like this? How do you like my tie? You can barely see it because of my beard. The darkness that has blighted justice in our land these past 10 years has at last been dispelled. It has been squelched. It has been disarmed. It has been destroyed. Thanks in no small part to the efforts of a bright young star from the East. Two, in fact. Defense Counsel Naruhodo. Yes, my lord. Why am I so nervous? Oh god. On behalf of everyone here present in the Old Bailey, I give you my heartfelt thanks. You're too kind, my lord. The first time I faced you in court, just under a year ago now, I had the faintest of intimations that if British justice, so warped and twisted over its long history, was finally to know change, this might just be the man to do it. Damn, you really thought that all the way back then? Well, why didn't you say so? We could have been going out all this time. I'm just kidding. But at the time, I wouldn't allow myself to acknowledge the possibility. I couldn't overcome my hatred of the Japanese. After the circumstances of my brother's death. I mean, yeah, you know, Mr. Naruhodo. Allow me to apologize for countless discourtesies on my part. Oh, please don't, sir. You are a lawyer of boundless talent. Damn, dude. Oh, Lord Fenzeeks. Goddamn, dude. If this was My Hero Academia, he'd be crying his eyes out. So when I first arrived in Great Britain, I was literally a nobody. Certainly not a lawyer. Truth is, my fortunes have entirely been made by the miraculous people I've met. My best friend, Kazuma Asogi, who led me here to Britain in the first place. My loyal and ever-patient judicial assistant, Miss Susato, who helped me study to become a lawyer. The brilliant Lord Van Zeeks, who never failed to challenge his Nipponese rival. And not to mention, the exceptional master of logic and reasoning who showed me the true art of deduction, Mr. Holmes. Yeah, like all the times that he was, you know, playing dumb in the other cases, he was testing me. And I sort of didn't realize that until after the last deduction. When I was watching it back, I was like, oh, that's what he was doing. It's so cool, though. Saving the best for last, Mr. Naruhodo. What a relief. Well, there might be one more person, you don't know. I'm well aware of the risks. That without all these people's help and support, I wouldn't be where I am today. Standing here with my chest out, proud. The truth is a guiding light that always leads to happiness. Oh, I just finished Raincoat today, and boy, I tell you, did they ever question that statement about whether truth leads to happiness? Holy crap. I don't know, you just see a lot of game reviews and stuff from people saying, you know, that, oh, this game sucks or this movie sucks, and I have objective proof of that, and it's like, okay, sure, there are things that are objectively quantifiable, but you don't necessarily look for the same things in a movie that everybody else does, and that's where the differences lie. The truth is still there, sure, but at the end of the day, it's like we all have to choose which ones we care about, because that's just who we are, I guess. But I don't know, though. I mean, that's kind of like irrelevant, though, because when you're in a case like this, you need to know the absolute truth, and you should always pursue that. So I don't know what I'm getting at here. I've lived by that principle for a long time now, but actually, it's not true. Oh, he just said it's not true. Oh my god. Well, shit. Okay, I guess this game is out to prove it too. Truth sucks. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. The truth can also cause great pain. Sometimes even leave people on the brink of despair. I mean, hell, Danganronpa does it too. They're like, do you want your precious truth? Well, here it is. And for that reason, there are those who feel the need to hide the truth, who do it instinctively even. Oh, I misread that, kind of. But as soon as we allow our eyes to settle on something other than the truth, the darkness takes hold. And from there it grows, until eventually you find yourself saying that 2 + 2 is 5. It makes us blind to the guiding light of the truth altogether. So that's why it's my belief that we must all resolve, never to avert our eyes from what is just and true. But can we agree that cancer sucks? We can agree that that's true, right? I mean, I sure as hell hope so. So that we can continue to walk the straight and narrow path ahead. Are you gonna say? Oh, no. I thought she was gonna say something. Oh, man, he's smiling too. Man, you know what's funny? When Byakuya smiles, like at the end of Danganronpa 2, like, why does he smile? So crazy. They just couldn't resist making him smile because everybody loves him, so like, they wanted to see it, you know, so they gave it to him. Well, I must excuse myself now. If you're gonna start talking about Byakuya, then I'm out of here, let me tell you. But before I go, Mr. Naruhodo, let me compliment you on your grand opus. What? Without your beautifully composed case against Lord Strongheart, Her Majesty would have been unable to act. Thanks to you and your fellows, the haunting undertones corrupting Britain's justice system have been silenced. Silence! Thank you very much. No, thank you. Burp. Mercus is playing F-Zero 99. Man, oh man. I got a second place in F-Zero 99 earlier today. It's the highest I've ever placed. So until our paths cross again somewhere. Well then. We'll just ignore that a man just disappeared here and say this long trial has finally come to an end. Oh, at last. My apologies for any anxiety caused, my lord. No, 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 it's just fine. Would you rather have a square one? No, round will be fine. I'm quite sure we shall meet again here in the courtroom before long, Prosecutor Brock Van Zeeks. You keep doing what you do. In conclusion of these proceedings, I hereby declare the defendant Brock Van Zeeks not guilty. Folks, is that the last not guilty we're ever gonna see? Oh my gosh, it's kind of, oh god, it's sad now. Now I'm sad. I don't know if they're gonna have those in the Professor Layton Phoenix Wright crossover. Maybe. That is all. Court is adjourned. Everybody get the fuck out of here. Steaming up the room, man, let me tell you. Oh man. So I've looked at videos, like not spoiling anything, but just getting as far as I've gotten in the game. And apparently, judging by where I am right now, or judging by where I started in this video, I had about maybe 2.5 hours to go. So right now I would have like 1.5, I guess. So I'll go a little bit further, but I don't want to do this all in one video because I kind of don't have the time. Like, it's almost midnight here. Wait, what did you just say before that? History. It really is all over. But did I sacrifice too much? No, you just sacrificed that butthole. Mr. Naruhodo. Hello. Are we done? I really must congratulate you. It was a truly, truly splendid performance. Honestly, I couldn't be happier for you. Oh, thank you very much. Well, you helped a lot too, but I really couldn't have done it without you at my side through it all, Miss Susato. Aw. Whoa, okay, her eyes are like super wide. Your kind words mean so much to me. Well, you know. It really was a very splendid show, that Naruhodo. I'd have thought you'd be smiling from ear to ear, but you look rather glum. Well, you know. Of course I'm delighted about the verdict, but in exposing the truth, I'm afraid I've caused my client a great deal of pain. I'm really not sure that's what a lawyer ought to be doing. I mean, okay. Insofar as this debate goes, no. He needed to know. He needed to know the truth. I think he would have wanted to know. Well, in that case, I'm quite sure that when you see Lord Van Zeeks' smiling face, everything will... He's not gonna smile. If he smiles, no, he can't. It would just... It wouldn't ruin his character. It would be actually kind of cool. And we have seen him smiling in a picture in the past. So we know he's capable of it. But it would almost be too cheesy. I don't know. I wouldn't hate it if he did, though. Everything seems worse. He has a face like thunder. And a butt to boot. Oh dear, I really shouldn't have presumed. That's fine, don't worry about me. Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, yes? Almost a year it's been now, since I first encountered you here in this very courthouse. I think it was in that room over there. For you to have risen to the level of excellence you demonstrated today. Well, goddamn, boy. It's quite remarkable. Remarkable. But I exposed the most unpalatable truth you could ever have imagined in court today. I feel as though I've robbed you of something you held so dear. I mean, if it's a lie, then no. There's nothing dear about that. I mean, if you never find out, then there's no difference, I guess. But if it's right there, and, you know, then you should know. What was it he said? To fight those who dwell in the darkness requires at least some of us to occupy the darkness ourselves. But that was just the feeble excuse of a coward. Only those with a steadfast eye for the truth have what it takes to fight the dark forces of crime. You should know. You made fine work of establishing that fact in court today. Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, thank you. No problem. What magnanimous words. I'm quite sure that Kazuma-sama would have a smile on his face at this very moment if he were here. Was he not here? Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, he's right there. Oh my god, he's such a letter T. It's like, sometimes people have this hair that makes their whole head look like the letter T. And I know it doesn't, but whatever. Miss Susato? Danny Sexbang is another one of those. Like, when his hair was shorter, it was like, dear god. There's another face like thunder here. Oh my. And he really was here. Lord Van Zeeks. Allow me to congratulate you on your acquittal. Ah, yeah. Congratulate me, or curse me. You failed to bring down the Reaper. Yeah, I know. I owe you an apology. Oh my gosh. No, it is I who should apologize. Your father, Genshin. If I had been stronger, then perhaps I made an unforgivable error of judgment. I can offer no excuse. And I can offer no forgiveness. Wow. Huh. That said... Wow, I can't believe you said that. I suppose you fought for justice and the truth. For that at least I can't withhold respect. Well, I'll take what I can get then. Your words mean more to me than you could know. I will hold them dear. Aw. Kazuma-sama. I must say, there's one thing that's still bothering me. Oh, is this it? Is this the cliffhanger?